Good morning, everyone. Today is an exciting one because I'm going to be sharing my skincare favorites. I have 7 in total, and you haven't heard me talk about any of them yet on my channel. So let's talk some new skincare. Of course, all of these products are going to be linked below for you for your reference, including discount codes and related videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I'd love to have you all here long term. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really does help to support my channel. All right, so let's talk new skincare. Now, the first product that I want to talk about is the Drmtlgy SPF Radiance Powder. Now, this recently launched, and when I saw this, I was so excited because this reminds me a lot of the Color Science SPF powder that I have talked about many times here on my channel. So we will compare in just a minute. But Drmtlgy came out with this right after they launched their under eye correctors, which also has an SPF, which also reminds me of the Color Science Total Eye. I did review that product. I did share a demonstration. So if you haven't seen that, I'm going to leave it below for you, as well as up here. So they came out with the powders after, and this is a great way to reapply your sunscreen throughout the day, especially if you're someone that wears a full face of makeup or you're wearing anything tinted. Then this is a great product to throw in your bag and then reapply as needed during the day. So they came out with 3 shades. Now I have it in the shade Fair, which I have been using, and I also have it in the shade Medium that I haven't used yet because this is a little bit too dark for my skin tone right now. So this will probably be my go-to for the summer, but for right now, I think it would just look ridiculous, especially with my skin tone. It just wouldn't blend. But I will show you the comparison in just a minute. So I have the Fair and the Medium, and then they do have one more option, and I think it's called Deep. So they have 3 shades in total. The Fair basically acts as that translucent shade on my skin tone, but it does add a little bit more color the more often I use it throughout the day. Now, this is an SPF 30, 100% mineral. It has a zinc oxide of 22.5% and a titanium dioxide of 12.5%. And this is really easy to use. So the packaging is really nice because you actually just spin it, the bottom, to close it, and you spin it to open it. And then to use it, especially when you first get it, you want to flip it upside down and really bang on the bottom to bring the powder into the bristles. And then, of course, I would get it going first, like make sure that you can see the powder in the air before applying it to your skin. That way you know that, okay, the powder's coming out. Yes, it's gonna do something when I apply it to my face. And then of course you just reapply throughout the day. Is this going to be as effective as applying a full face of liquid sunscreen? Maybe not, but it's still better than nothing. And I would rather use something like this that doesn't disrupt my makeup throughout the day than obviously using my sunscreen that I used in the morning, or let's say an aerosol sunscreen, because sometimes the aerosol sunscreens can be too wet and saturated, and it might make your makeup look distorted. Like it might melt it and make it look funny. At least with something like this, it's like putting powder on your skin like you normally would to maybe mattify your skin throughout the day. This is basically the same thing with the SPF 30. So I really, really like this, and I'm gonna show you the difference in shades from the Fair in the Drmtlgy and the Fair in the Color Science. The Color Science is an SPF 50, so it does have that higher SPF. It's all mineral. It has a zinc and a titanium dioxide of 22.5%. And this one comes in 4 shades. Okay, so that is the color difference. I hope that you can see that. So of course with the Drmtlgy here, it is a little bit deeper than the Color Science. Now the Color Science Fair truly just acts as a translucent powder. Like I said, I honestly don't see any added color when I'm using it throughout the day. But with the Drmtlgy one, if I get using it a few times, I do notice that my skin might appear a little bit darker. So depending on your skin tone, of course, you have 3 options with Drmtlgy and 4 options with Color Science. And that is the difference between the Fair and the Medium. So the Medium's over here, and then the Fair is right here. So there is quite a difference. So if you do have a deeper skin tone than I do, or let's say you self-tan a lot, then perhaps you may want to go with the medium or the deep shade. But you can see that this one would just pack on too much color right now for my current skin tone. So come the summer, this one will probably be great, but right now the fair is working out really nicely. Also, this is extremely lightweight. Every time I apply this to my skin, it doesn't matter how many times I apply it to my skin in a single day, my skin never looks cakey, it doesn't look super powdery either, and it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. Of course, when I first apply it, yes, my skin might mattify a little bit, but then after a half an hour or so, my natural oils do come through, which then gives me more of that glowing complexion, which I prefer. But yes, it will mattify your skin a little bit. And also, this is more affordable than the Color Science line as well. Plus, I have a 20% off discount code that you can apply to anything from Drmtlgy, and this is an ongoing code. So you can use my code Sincerely Miss Ash at checkout for 20% off. But again, it just depends if you would like that higher SPF. If you do, then of course you may want to look at the Color Science, but I think this is just as good, if not better. So let's stick with Drmtlgy because I have two products here that I've also been loving. So they recently came out with 2 new lip balms, and I gotta tell you, Drmtlgy has been killing it lately with their new product launches. They never had a lip balm before, now they have 2. This one especially is great because this one has an SPF 25, which is so important to have in your everyday routine, right? We have to protect the lips as well when we're outside. So this has an SPF 25. I do wish that this was a mineral formulation. This is a chemical formula when it comes to the SPF. So you do smell a little bit of that sunscreen scent when you have this on your lips, which isn't my favorite, but they did add menthol in the formulation, so there is a little bit of that minty scent to it, which I feel helps to disguise that sunscreen smell. So you will notice that upon application. But this also contains shea butter. It also has cocoa seed butter, avocado oil, sunflower oil, and the list goes on. Very moisturizing. I really love the way that it feels when it's on my lips. Of course, you can just wear this on its own, which I have many times, especially walking Berkeley. But also you can apply this on top of a lipstick, or let's say on top of a lip liner, just to add that shine, but also that added protection with that color underneath. So hopefully one day they come out with some tinted options. That would be really nice. But in the meantime, they have an SPF 25 lip balm, and they also have a lip balm that's called the C Balm. So this contains tetrahexadecyl ascorbate, so a vitamin C derivative. There's also squalene in here, fruit and seed oils, vegan beeswax. So this one is also very moisturizing, and it really does help to give that plumper look to the lip. Like, it adds some fullness, it adds shine, but it also enhances your natural lip color as well. So there's no plumping effect in terms of feeling it. Like, it doesn't make your lips feel tingly or they don't burn, right? It doesn't do that, but when you have it on your lips and based on the ingredients, they just look a little bit more full. So I really like to use this on top of a lip liner, or again, lipstick. If you're using some type of lip balm, of course, you can just add this on top just for that added shine. But of course, this will address lip lines, and it will also help to hydrate and temporarily plump up those lips as well whenever you use it. So you can use this all the time, before bed, during the day, but of course this one would be more for daytime. The next product is by Kosas, and this is the Plump and Juicy Vegan Collagen Spray On Serum. Yes, this has been around for a little while. Yes, I'm late to the game, but holy smokes, is this ever lovely. So this really does give that plumper look to your skin. Your skin does look juicy because it does give this beautiful glow to your skin, and it also hydrates your skin at the same time. So this can help to lift and firm the skin, address fine lines, but also help to hydrate the skin. So there are peptides in here, hyaluronic acid, vegan collagen, plant probiotics, amino acids, flower extracts. So there's a lot of great ingredients in here to hydrate and treat signs of aging. but this does have a floral scent. It is really beautiful. If you like fragrance in your skincare, you're going to really like this, especially if you like floral. The first thing I smell when I spray this on my skin is roses. It actually smells so nice. And this is great to use within your skincare routine, or you can use this throughout the day to refresh your skin. So you can spray this on top of your makeup to give that nice hydrated feel, to refresh your skin, but also to add that glow to your skin as well. And if you're someone that doesn't wear makeup, but you just use sunscreen only throughout the day, then spray this on top of your sunscreen. Because now that we're coming into the summer months, I feel like I'm gonna be using this a lot more. I don't know about you, but when it's the summer and I'm reapplying my sunscreen all the time on my face, especially if I don't have makeup on, and let's say I'm just outside for a long period of time, my skin starts to feel a little tight because of the sun and because of all the sunscreen that's on my skin. So a lot of the times I like to use products like this, or the Caudalie grape water, and spritz that on my face to add hydration and just to give that nice refreshment to my skin, especially when I need it. But I really like this in my skincare routine, and that's generally what I've been doing lately. So what I've been doing is, of course, cleansing my skin, putting a facial mist on. I then like to apply a essence toner. Then I spray this on after, but before my serum. So I will spray this on before my serums and work it into my skin. And then of course my moisturizer, sunscreen, and then makeup. You can use this every day, twice a day, which I have. And I really love the way that my skin looks and feels every time I use this. So if you love the Kosas brand and you're looking for something like this that hydrates, firms, and plumps the skin, giving your skin that glowing complexion, I feel like you're gonna really love this. You are getting 100 mils of product, and this does contain a glass bottle. The next product is by Osea. This is the Ocean Cleansing Milk. Now I've tried many products from this brand, and I've always been so impressed with their products and their formulations. This cleanser is extremely gentle. It is soothing to the skin. It's perfect for all skin types, especially for those that have dry, sensitive skin. I do have combination skin. I am acne prone, and this does not break me out. Now, when you're using this and you rinse off your face, your skin does feel like there might be a little bit of a film, but it's not a gross film. I don't even know if film is the right word to use here, but when you've rinsed your face and you towel dried your face off, you just have this moisture layer across your skin, and it doesn't feel heavy. Again, it doesn't break me out. It just keeps your skin's pH where it should be. So this is pH balanced. This can be used every day, twice a day. You can use this to remove your makeup or your sunscreen at the end of the day as that first cleanse. And then of course, after, you can go back in with this as that second cleanse, or you can pick something else. But this is very gentle. It is fragrance free, and it does honestly feel like you're putting milk across your skin. And it does cleanse very, very nicely. It removes mascara really nicely as well. And I just love this cleanser. I am so impressed with this. So this has seaweed, which this brand is known for. All of their products, I believe, contain seaweed, as this is a seaweed-based skincare brand. There is also safflower seed oil in here, glycerin, witch hazel, and the list goes on. So again, I have combination skin. I am acne prone. No issues here with breakouts. If you do have oily skin, I do believe that this will still work for you. And it's just one of those cleansers where if you need something that is moisturizing, let's say your skin is irritated, you have dryness from an active ingredient, or let's say your skin's just angry for whatever reason, then having a cleanser like this on hand is really nice, because this really is soothing, but perfect for every day. The next product is by Glow Recipe. This is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. So this is their newest version that contains that tint, something to give that bronzed appearance to your skin. Now, I have to be honest, before using this, I thought maybe this wasn't going to work because the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Drops, which I do like, I don't use it often, but I do feel like if I'm just using that product on its own and I am fair like I am now, it's just so unnatural because my face just looks so bronzed, but then my neck just looks so white. So of course I would have to bring it down my neck to have it blend, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't like bringing tinted things down my neck because then it rubs on clothing. I wear a lot of light colored clothing and I don't want to see that transfer. I really don't. So I try and use products that just blend nicely into whatever neck color is at that time. Now this actually blends really nicely into the skin. I don't feel like it's as deep as the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Drops. This doesn't have that deep pigment like the Drunk Elephant, but you can use this multiple different ways. So they do recommend to use this as your last step in your skincare routine. Now that would tell me that you would apply this on top of your sunscreen. And I don't really like doing that. I actually like to put this on before my sunscreen. You can also apply this in with your foundation as well, which I have tried a few times. It is quite nice doing it that way as well. So just put 1 or 2 drops into the palm of your hand, add a few drops or pumps of whatever foundation you're using, mix it together and apply it to your skin that way. Of course, it will deepen up your foundation a little bit, but it just adds this beautiful glow to your skin. It has the same scent as the original Watermelon Dew Drops. It still has the niacinamide in here, hyaluronic acid to plump up and hydrate the skin. Everything is basically the same except for it's got that pigment. And I also like using this just on its own as well, especially if I'm having a good skin day. So if you love tinted serums like this and something that you can use multiple different ways, then I would say look into it. It's really nice. And again, I think I like this way better than the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Drops for sure. And the last product is by Kosas, and this is the DreamBeam Sunlit Comfy Smooth Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40 with a PA++++, and this has a water resistant formulation up to 80 minutes. So it's 100% mineral here with a zinc oxide of 21.7%. Love that this is water resistant because now that we're coming into the warmer months, we need that formulation. If you're gonna be sweating a lot, you're gonna be near water, we want water resistant. Now this does have a tint to it, which I feel is really beautiful. It does blend in pretty nice to my skin tone right now. I do see a little bit of a difference when I compare my neck to my face. If I were to bring this down my neck, of course, I would eliminate that issue. But again, remember, I don't put tinted things down my neck. So generally I use a sunscreen that's not tinted on my neck and then that tinted option for my face. So it actually blended in quite nicely, but come the summer months, this is gonna be exceptional for my skin tone, especially when I start self-tanning. Now this has peptides in the formulation. It also has ceramides, hyaluronic acid. It's very lightweight. It's also very moisturizing, and this acts as a beautiful makeup base as well. Now, generally, I don't use tinted sunscreens underneath my foundation because I'm so fair, sometimes it just looks very unnatural because I just have so much color packed onto my skin. So I generally don't like using foundations with tinted sunscreens, but if you are somebody that likes to apply your foundation onto a tinted sunscreen, just know that makeup sits really nicely on top of this, and the longevity was there with the makeup. And again, this acts as a makeup primer. So if you're into makeup primers, I would say skip it. Use this before your foundation and see how it goes, because I'm telling you right now, my makeup looked amazing throughout the day. And also this is beautiful on its own, and that's generally how I like to wear my tinted sunscreens. So if I'm having a good skin day, I don't feel like wearing makeup, this is gonna be my go-to. Of course, if I need to cover up any areas, then I will just add a little bit of concealer in some areas and the way I go. But if you're looking for a nice tinted mineral sunscreen that is super lightweight and moisturizing, but also contains peptides, ceramides to strengthen that skin barrier, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate and plump, you have to check out this one. So those are my 7 favorite skincare products as of late. Of course, I will share another video like this very soon, as I am testing out some other products as well. Things I picked up during the Sephora sale, and just other things that I recently picked up as well. well. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, all of these products are going to be linked below for you for your reference. Let me know if you've tried any one of these products before, especially the Drmtlgy Powder SPF and the lip balms. What do you think of them? Do you like them? And if you've tried the Color Science brand, especially the Powder SPF, which one do you like better? Do you like the Color Science one or do you like the Drmtlgy one? I'd love to get a conversation going in that comment section. And remember, I do have a discount code with Drmtlgy as well, which will be linked below for you also. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. So take care and I will see you all then. Bye guys.